Clotan Steel was started by Chris Bartnost and his family. He was working for Escor in those days and started in 1983.
If you look at the growth of the company, it's actually amazing. Company is 30 years old now, and as Henry explained, when we started off, it was just basically on working other clients' material. That went on for a few years. It got more and more difficult as we know some of the bigger role players, saw the potential and tried to buy the company. And Chris refused. He said no, he's not going to sell the company. This is his company. And he went through real tough times. From there, we started off selling directly into the business. I would say the last 20 years.
Yeah, it started in 1995 that we started to sell our own product into the market.
And so the business is actually not so old. And at first, the expertise side where we were on roofing, we realized afterwards that there's products that we can sell going hand in hand with the roof sheeting. We've managed to grow our market segment outside Van der Bijl Park, outside Gauteng, and then we started dealing right through South Africa. We started manufacturing lip channels, going hand in hand with the roofing, flashings, rainwater goods. From there we got more involved into slitting processes. We've upgraded our slitting lines to state-of-the-art equipment, cut to length lines, and from there into residential market, looking at truss systems, light steel frame, building systems. So yes, that was all part of the growth. Chris' vision is always to look at new products, getting established new markets for growth, and that really helped the company. Although we went through very difficult times, especially financially. If you look at what happened with it was in 2000 more or less that we bought some of our equipment, and we had some difficulties from the banks in supporting us. But we managed to grow at a rapid rate. I also think Africa, because we've been involved in sales in Africa for the last 12 years, also helping us a lot, especially establishing certain niche markets into the African market. A big part of our business used to be the merchant market. That will be the guys that just resell standard products into the local market, the South African market. As I say, basically right through South Africa. But a big part of our business is also project driven. We were one of the first companies that started an initiative on when we realized the big housing need in South Africa to sell a unique product for the mass housing market. And from there we grew into various other markets, selling a combination of products, making it just easier for our clients to resell it as well as to use it, looking at price and how effective the product is. On the concealed fix side, the Africa market, we also have done the first big shopping malls. The first one was 30,000 squares in Lagos, and that was really the first mall in Africa. And from there we just grew into a big business of ours, selling to specific clients of ours in various African markets. So we have a combination of products that we sell, from just resellers of structural steel, manufacturers of roof sheeting, lip channels, flat sheets, both merchant as well as construction market. And then we're quite involved with in construction phases with various upmarket products for higher market residential houses as well as mass housing projects. At this stage, about 360 people working for us, and We're very passionate about our people. We always said, and it's part of Chris's vision, it's always to grow our people, to make sure that, you know, we care for our people that's in the area, as well as to, we believe, to create work is one of the biggest responsibilities we have as a company. Our philosophy, pray and work, is actually, and it's so important for us. We believe in the way that we do business. Our business norms, very important. Not just for us working as actually a close family together, but also the way that we treat our clients and the way that the market experiences. We have once a month, we have a gathering. We thank the people for what they do, and we pray together. And we really try to care for each other. That's most important for us. Caring for each other, and make sure that out of our own philosophy, we also make it nice for people to be part of the day-to-day activities at work. The growth that the company had over the years was just amazing. We really, as we said, we started off with a company that had one truck. You'll see it here in front of our facilities, and we really grew up to a huge company.
We had a number of difficult years also during the past number of years. 2010 was one of our very difficult years. 2012 was also, for a number of reasons, difficult, and we all the time had to try and adapt to the conditions in the economy, and we had to make sure that we just do things a lot more effective all the time. But I mean, it definitely had an effect on our business.
We don't really import much. If we import 5% of our product, it's a lot. We really try to support local industry, but it's because we believe in what we sell, and we give all the necessary warranties and guarantees for the products that we sell. We don't say that you can't import good product. All that we're saying is, at the end of the day, there is a lot of substandard products coming into the market, and we're very careful in that. So we believe in selling a good product, and we believe in good service. Honesty to our clients is very important to us, as well as to go that extra mile in service. Not just giving the guys what they ask, but we always try to give something more, in the sense of insurance as well, that we will supply the right product. Our relationship with, I think, our suppliers is very important to us. Our necessary support that we have on engineering facilities, as well as on the designs of buildings, involvement with the SABS of standards, the NHDRC in the South African market, controlling the standards is really important to set the standard. I think it's impossible in these days to try to sell the cheapest product. We don't believe in it. So we'll rather sell a good product at a decent price and give the right service. If we look at individual projects, you know, as we said, and some of the landmarks is on the light steel frame side. We've just finished the Cell C project that's prominent in Johannesburg, the offices, where we supply the steel framing side of it. I mean, we've done, as I said, the first big shopping mall in Africa, and we've done most of the shopping malls in Africa up to now. We sell our products, and where we work in markets that most other companies traditionally wouldn't have worked, and that's a passion for us. The Johannesburg International, our Tambo, we've done most of the roofs on the airports, for instance. So we've done a lot of the government houses and mass housing in South Africa. looking at the cost of running facilities these days on your energy cost, cost of electricity. We also experience some severe problems in growing, in the sense of lack of capacity from local government side in giving us support on requiring more electricity. We know that that's a huge problem. The other thing that we're very passionate about, and I personally, the company spend a lot of time in training of people and to get skilled people in the right areas where we need it. It's also a problem. We tend to get some skilled guys from Johannesburg or some other areas where we prefer employing people out of our own area. And working with the universities and colleges for them to understand where our needs is. I think that's playing a big part in where we must grow our own area. The other area I think that may be a problem is the cost of logistics. It's nice for us being next to ArcelorMittal, but our client base is spread throughout South Africa and Africa, and logistics is just getting more and more expensive, and it makes it difficult. The whole industry went through a very tough time with national strikes in the steel industry, and I think as well, being in the industrial hub just makes it worse. Our workers, most of them were happy to come and work, but they felt, intimidated. And that's also part of a problem that we have in the area where we're situated. And I think that forms part of our challenges is as a company.
Initiative of the Department of Science and Technology, and the whole idea is to try and build the economic or grow the economy of the region, specifically with the role players within the region, taking into account that an economy can only grow once the industry, the academic institutions, government, local but as well as national, and research or technical type of institutions come together and grow together and solve the regional problems together. Come up with innovative solutions that is really of importance or relevant to the region. And that is what we're trying to do through the Southern Gauteng Regional Innovation Forum. Clotan Steel was one of the first companies, or is the first company that has come forward as a champion in the region, which is very important for us, because they have come forward to host our first initiative, which is the problem-solving initiative with the AIDC. And the idea with that is that we really believe that problem-solving isn't a problem in the manufacturing sector, that on the shop floor, you often find that people are just performing on sort of demand or on things that they've been told and not really what they believe or know how to solve problems. And because of that, we need a real host, industrial host to host this problem solving, where we go through real either logistical, quality, process problems, and see how the middle management from industry in the region comes together and try and solve those. And it's a type of a methodology that we're teaching. The whole idea is, imagine the whole region starting to become a problem-solving region and being known for being an innovative type of problem-solving region. Definitely continuous improvement, process improvement, the ability to empower the workers within the, the industrial industry. And then, although this is just one of the initiatives. It will build together with other areas such as skills development that we would like to do for the region. We're currently sending around a business survey to also assess the type of skills that are needed. We want to sort of profile the skills that are maybe missing at the moment, and then to see how as a region we can come up and solve the problems for the region. And that is what SGRIF is trying to do, is to open up those communication channels between the different groupings of people within the economy that may not always be so easily for them to talk to each other.
The initiatives that's forming, I think it's so important for industry and government to work together, that we have the same goals, and our biggest challenge is to create work, and we must make it easy for companies to be able to go out and say, I want to start something new. We need more entrepreneurs, and that's where the role of the universities is so important. I see these days all the universities getting more and more involved on ground level and really look at the needs of the people, not just academic needs, but also on the physical side, as well as on training in fields that they weren't involved in the past. And I think that's very important. So communication between universities, between government, industry, and understand the challenges that we have, and all working together to a mutual solution is really what we would like to see.